Europe. Europe has 50 countries. France. The capital is Paris. Spain. The capital is Madrid. Portugal. The capital is Lisbon. United Kingdom. The capital is London. Ireland. The capital is Dublin. Iceland. The capital is Reykjavik. Norway. The capital is Oslo. Sweden. The capital is Stockholm. Finland. The capital is Helsinki. Denmark. The capital is Copenhagen. Germany. The capital is Berlin. Netherlands. The capital is Amsterdam. Belgium. The capital is Brussels. Luxembourg. The capital is Luxembourg. Switzerland. The capital is Bern. Italy. Bulgaria. The capital is Sofia. Romania. The capital is Bucharest. Moldavia. The capital is Chisinau. Ukraine. The capital is Kiev. Belarus. The capital is Minsk. Lithuania. The capital is Vilnius. Latvia. The capital is Riga. Estonia. The capital is Tallinn. Russia. The capital is Moscow. Turkey. The capital is Ankara. Cyprus. The capital is Nicosia. Malta. The capital is Valletta. Vatican. The capital is Vatican. San Marino. The capital is San Marino. Monaco. The capital is Monte Carlo. Andorra. The capital is Andorra. Other countries in Europe. Armenia. The capital is Yerevan. Azerbaijan. The capital is Baku. Georgia. The capital is Tbilisi. Kazakhstan. The capital is Nur Sultan.